It was the kind of dawn that bled red across the Mississippi sky, as if the heavens themselves remembered last night's murder. In the small town of Vicksburg, 1863, the war wasn't just fought with rifles and cannons. It was fought in whispers, in ledger books, and in the shadows behind the church. The Union had just tightened its siege, and food was scarcer than mercy. Yet, amidst all this chaos, Sheriff Elias Crowe stood over the body of a man who wasn't supposed to die. The dead man was Colonel Nathaniel Ward, a Confederate officer, respected, ruthless, and, rumor said, rich beyond reason. His throat was slit clean, his body left beside the riverbank with a Union silver dollar pressed into his palm. A message, a challenge, or maybe a signature. Crowe knelt beside the corpse, squinting against the morning sun. He'd seen death before. The war had taught him that. But this was different. This was personal. The colonel's face was twisted not in fear, but in recognition. Whoever killed him, Ward had seen him coming. "Get me his ledger," Crowe muttered. The deputy, a young boy barely 18, hesitated. "Sir, that book, it's missing." And just like that, the sheriff knew this murder was about more than blood. The ledger had been a thing of rumor for months, a secret record of illegal cotton deals between Confederate officers and Union smugglers. It was said to contain names that could hang half the South. If it was truly gone, someone was erasing history before it could be written. By noon, the air over Vicksburg was thick with cannon smoke and suspicion. Crowe rode through the muddy streets, his badge hidden under his coat. War had made everyone dangerous, men, women, even children. Every soul had something to hide. He found his first clue at the local tavern, the Widow's Rest. The bartender, a woman with eyes sharp as bayonets, poured him whiskey and said, "You looking for Ward's ghost or his gold?" "Whichever comes first," Crowe replied. She smiled, slow, dangerous. "Then you better start with his widow." Mrs. Evelyn Ward lived in a grand white house that now stood half-burned by Union shell fire. She met Crowe in the parlor, dressed in black, her beauty as cold as the marble on her husband's grave. "I heard you found Nathaniel," she said softly. "Did you find his sins too?" Crowe studied her face. "Someone took his ledger. You know what was in it?" Her lips trembled, not with grief but calculation. "Names," she whispered. "Men who sold their souls for northern gold." "Did your husband?" She didn't answer. Instead, she looked toward the window where gray smoke curled like a ghost. "The war changes men, Sheriff, some faster than others." That night, a messenger arrived at the jailhouse, dead before he hit the ground, a bullet through his chest. In his coat pocket was a torn page from the missing ledger. It listed 4 names. 3 were already crossed out in red ink. The 4th was Sheriff Elias Crowe. The hunt had turned. Someone was cleaning house, and Crowe was next. The next days blurred into fire and betrayal. The Union Army tightened its grip around Vicksburg, starving the town into silence. In that silence, Crowe dug deeper, through church records, Confederate manifests, even the tavern's backroom ledgers. Every clue pointed to one man, Major Silas Reed, the same officer who'd once saved Crowe's life at Shiloh. When Crowe finally found him, Reed was sitting on a crate of stolen gold bars, cigar glowing in the dark. "Hell of a time to play detective, Crowe," Reed said, smirking. "You think this war's about freedom? It's about who counts the money when it's over." Crowe drew his gun. "And you killed Ward to keep it quiet." Reed laughed. "Ward? Ward was gonna sell us all to the damn Yankees. I did what had to be done. But you should have stayed out of it." Before Crowe could answer, a shell screamed overhead, exploding near the river. Fire rained down. When the smoke cleared, Reed was gone, and the gold was too. Weeks later, Vicksburg fell. The Confederates surrendered. But Sheriff Elias Crowe didn't. He left the town behind, riding west with a blood-stained ledger tucked inside his coat, the only copy that survived the war. No one ever saw him again. Some say he was hunted down. Others say he became a ghost, wandering from town to town, hunting men who sold their honor for gold. And somewhere, deep in a forgotten archive, the ledger still lies, its pages whispering of a war fought not just for freedom, but for greed, revenge, and the kind of justice that wears no flag.